Steve Bowers and
Cassandra Fuller.
welcoming you to 6 in the City. What an exciting time to be here.
It is.
I don't want to talk about the COVID numbers because there are over 400 new cases in the last 3 days. Health Department said today. Wow. And 2 fatalities. I hate to say that as well, right?
I know that's not good.
Every report is coming in this way. So we have to be careful of it. Get vaccinated if you're not vaccinated.
That's right. Get your vaccine.
They had 48 people, I think, yesterday in ICU, and 47 had not been vaccinated. Now the 48 or 42 out of 43 or something. I'll check the numbers anyway. That's not what we're here to talk about. Just
no, it's not. We got all kinds of things.
We got all kinds of fun things to talk about. So where are we going on this show?
Well, we're going to first start talking with Mary Beth Dunnigan and Abby Lackey because it is time for the Heaven's Cradle Twilight Run, September the 9th. But they've got an announcement to make. It's actually gone virtual and not in person. So we'll find out more about that. And then Wendy Trice Martin is here because the 2021 Saka African Street Festival is coming up September 3rd through the 5th. This weekend. So
and it's not virtual. It's in person.
No, it is in person. And then Christy Futrell is with us with the American Heart Association, and Carly Lyons, she's with the Memphis Grizzlies because it's time for the Heart Walk and the Red Dress Dash. It's coming up right around the corner, September 11th. And then we'll be talking in 3 segments with Mike Keith, none other than the voice of the Titans, find out a lot about what's going on with the Titans, what's going on up there in Nashville. Time for football. They're opening, their regular season opener starts September the 12th. We're going to find out about the players. Just get a good idea as to what's going to happen with the Titans this season. And then our music is none other than who, Steve?
I don't have any earthly idea. I haven't looked at my sheet.
What? You're not supposed to say that. It's COFFXXBLACK.
Oh, yeah, COFFX. I knew that.
See, I knew you knew it. Yeah. They're going to be performing at the African Street Festival, I believe.
Well, I'm all excited. I'm going to spend the weekend at Bonnaroo. we will be right back with this 6 in the City.
When I heard the word leukemia, I was terrified.
Thanks. Right here in West Tennessee, people are fighting for their lives.
Even though you know they're taking chemotherapy and they got a long road ahead, if they can maintain their smile and their energy, it makes it a whole lot easier.
That's why platelets are so vital. Wendy's blessed. Her son survived.
There's only one place to get platelets, and that's from people like you. Please give.
Doing what's never been done. The American Public Power Association includes over 2,000 local public utility systems. Over 15 years, the APPA has presented RP3 awards, recognizing system reliability, safety, workforce development, and improvement. JA in 2020 not only received the top-level Diamond RP3 award, it was presented to JA for the 7th time. No utility has been so recognized. Honored public power, another part of JA today.
When I was your age, I was just like you, fascinated by stars. But now I get to search for life in the universe. And who knows, maybe life is looking for us too.
So we're like aliens to them?
Yeah. Does anyone want to be a scientist now?
I do.
Awesome. We need more girls in STEM.
Maybe we can find aliens.
Now, Fuller, I do want to know why when I mentioned Bonnaroo and me going that you immediately burst out in laughter.
Well, it sounded like you had already been to Bonnaroo. But,
that was just too perfect. Well, one thing we can talk about, we have got Mary Beth Dunnigan with us, and we've got Abby Lackey. We're going to talk about Heaven's Cradle, which is an amazing, wonderful event for an amazing, wonderful program.
That's right.
And it's September the 9th, but we made some changes. All right, so ladies, what's happening here?
So the race is now virtual.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we were all very sad to make that decision, but we see it best for our community, for our families, for everybody that's involved in our race every year. This is the 10th annual one too, so that was kind of sad.
Oh wow, it's the 10th annual. I didn't know that.
I know. So that was kind of sad being a big year, but for the health of everybody involved, it was just the best decision that we could make. So,
right. What does a virtual run mean? How is that done then?
So you'll actually be able to run or walk, whatever you want to do.
Okay.
From Thursday, September 9th through Sunday, September 12th.
Okay.
And the race registration website that you use You can get on and log your results anytime during that window of days.
Okay.
And we'll still give out awards for the team that raised the most money through registrations and fundraising for Heaven's Cradle, as well as teams that have the most involved in running. We're also giving away a $100 Visa gift card for those who participate and use our hashtag and put it on Facebook, that participate through those 3 or 4 days of running or walking or whatever you want to do.
Now, Steve,
whatever.
Now,
Steve,
Fuller,
she
that
didn't
means
tell you-
I got 5 days to run a 5K.
No, I was just, she didn't tell you this.
I was
She
getting pretty
didn't
excited about this.
No, I know how you are. She didn't explain that you can't spread that out between those days. You got to do it all at one
That's what it sounded
time.
like to me. It sounded like I could start Wednesday. As long as I wrapped up by
No.
Sunday, I'm in.
No, that's not how it works. You better play fair.
I should clarify that.
For people like him, yeah, you probably, because
Yeah.
he could definitely stretch it out for 5 days, a mile a day. So
Hey, let the man pay his entry fee and he can do whatever he wants. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's right. Pay $20 if you can take however long you want.
hey, can you register, Mary Beth, can you register up until the race time?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, you can register up until race time. It's twilightrun.raceroster.com.
Okay.
And there will be an option to do the virtual 5K or the virtual 1 mile. That gets you a t-shirt in the mail. It will be sent to you from the race company. And then you'll just be able to log on whatever day you run, walk, and log your results in on your own dashboard.
Once again, what is that address, Mary Beth?
Twilight Run,
Twilight Run.
raceroster.com.
Race roster. Okay.
.com.
twilightrun.raceroster.com. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, Abby, you put all this together a decade ago. What do you want people to know about Heaven's Cradle?
Well, first of all, saying a decade ago blows my mind. I can't believe we've been doing this for that long. But so what we do with the money is really, really critical to our mission. We try to support families who are going through the tragedy of stillbirth or miscarriage or perinatal loss. And we do that in a number of ways. The vast majority of our money goes to help pay for burials of babies, which is a really sad, hard thing to think about. But when you are in the situation of a stillbirth or a miscarriage, life insurance doesn't step in, and those costs are still there for families. And so we spend a lot of money helping families take care of their children in that way. And then we also fund all sorts of support services for these families. And so people who do have a little bit of time with their child, we provide them with materials to make memories and do photographs and blankets and all sorts of things like that. We help fund support group activities through the Butterflies Embrace program at Jackson General Hospital. So anything that they need to take better care of bereaved families, we want to make sure they have it. And so sometimes that looks like helping them make space. Sometimes that's paying for a meal for a support group event, something like that. And just try to take care of these families for a lifetime after they go through this kind of tragedy, give them social support and financial support in any way we can. And then also we really like to be able to help the caregivers. And so if we can help fund like a training or medical supplies that help them do their job better, we want to be sure we're able to do that. The need never goes away, even in a pandemic.
That's true.
Well, Heaven's Cradle, the protocol at the hospital and medical facilities was to celebrate a new birth. Certainly new births are to be celebrated, but in some cases, it's a moment of sadness, tragedy, loss. And they have changed the protocols. They made it a real special thing. Appreciate what y'all have done, Mary Beth and Abby. And September the 9th, Heaven's Cradle. Just Google that. Facebook,
raceroster.com.
search it all, right? And heavenscradle.raceroster.com.
That's right.
Right?
Thank
See you next
so
Thursday.
much.
Thanks,
All right,
ladies.
thank y'all so much. We'll be right
Thank
back.
you.
We'll talk about the Street Festival coming up this weekend on this 6 in the City.
Say it and see it with voice control. Find your favorites faster across live, recorded, and streaming TV. Movies, shows, news, sports, music are just a voice command away. Show me action movies. Just for kids. Every result personalized based on viewing habits and time of day. Say it, watch it. It's that easy with the power of voice control.
Know the source. Heating and air conditioning costs are 55% of the average home utility bill. Next, 21% of the bill, heating hot water. 12% major appliances from the kitchen to the laundry. 8% of your cost is lighting, and 4% your electronics, from computers to television. When you move your lifestyle to lower your utility bill, know the ratios and make the changes that save you the most at JEA today.
I'm Mark Taylor. I'm the owner of Renew Biomedical Services based out of here in Jackson, Tennessee. We're a provider of biomedical services for medical professionals. At Renew Biomedical, our use of telecom is of utmost importance. We have to reach our customers in a timely fashion so we can diagnose and service their equipment needs. So E+ Broadband allows Renew Biomedical to connect effectively with our customers in whichever way they choose, via email, phone, Skype, teleconferencing, in any way you can imagine.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Wendy Trice is with us, and this is the African Street Festival weekend coming up September 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So it's right here on us. Wendy, so good to see you.
Good to see you both. How are you?
We're doing well.
wonderful.
Saka's put this together one more time. We're going to start Friday. So we got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, Fuller, you've read the prep sheet and you know the themes. What are the themes?
We got Block Party Friday, we got
okay.
Sizzling Saturday, and then we got Soulful Sunday. So it sounds like
Right.
lots are going to be going on. So Wendy, tell us what's happening.
Okay, so we've been all cooped up and everything, but we're gonna have a safe time, even though we're gonna be outside, we're safe, so as the CDC says, but we're gonna still wear our masks when we're in close proximity to people because we want to be safe and protect ourselves, okay, and our family. So we're gonna have fun, but we have Block Party Friday, and it's a party in the street. And it's something different that we're doing this year. So we have actually 5 DJs, and we're DJ spin party. And we're going to have a great time. We have a DJ Cowboy, who's the godfather of the DJs, DJ Tricky Trice, Hot Biller from 96. We got DJ Pat, DJ Remix, DJ Smooth, and they're going to be spinning all kind of stuff. We got line dancing in the street, an instructor to teach you if you don't know the latest. And it's going to be fun. And we call it a party with a purpose because we have our vendors on board and it's free. Everything is free.
Okay.
Wow.
We are giving a break to our community, because everybody's been in. So
now this is going to be at Oman Arena, right?
Oman Arena,
Oman Arena.
179.
So it's going to be like in the
Lane
parking lot
Avenue.
and all? Is that where it's going to be?
Yeah, it's in the parking lot. And so it's going to be great fun. Bring your lawn chairs, and we're going to social distance if you want to, don't want to be in the crowd. Watch all the great entertainment. We have all 3 days of great fun. Saturday, can I talk about it?
You go right on. Tell us what's happening on Sizzling
Okay, because
Saturday.
I know it goes fast. Sizzling Saturday, we start hot with a D180 fitness class. Festival music. And in our festival music, it's going to be a little spin off from our bicentennial celebration. It was a stage called The Sounds of Jackson a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Yep.
Focused on all of the musicians from Jackson that have made contributions to the music world. And our DJ is going to be playing those and doing some education along in entertainment.
Right.
So we're excited about that. And we have African drum classes happening that day and all sorts of entertainment, youth entertainment. There'll be activities for the youth, a little take it, make it activity. And we have some hot artists, R&B. We've got the group that you're going to see in a little bit, COFFXXBLACK, Corita Cole, Tammy Floyd Wade. We're going to even have a scientist come and talk to the people that are not feeling comfortable about taking the vaccine. We have Gloria White, John Ross, the Higher Ground Band. And as I said, and we have a special release party of a artist. So I've been hanging out with some young people here, right? We have wonderful talent here in Jackson. So, I don't know if you've ever heard this brother called Alone Jones, but he'll be performing that Saturday. And Sunday, we call it Soulful Sunday.
Okay.
And we start with our gospel explosion, church on the street. And we have a host of things, more African drum classes, trying to keep the culture there. And everybody can participate, youth and adults. And we also have a little reggae for your mind.
Okay. All right.
Reggae.
And we have Sankofa Drum and Dance Company. And we have everybody has the Jackson shirts where we have Cliff Jackson performing.
Okay.
Bending. So we are going to end the night with smooth jazz progressions.
What an end.
Awesome. 3 days of entertainment. It's all free. It's fun for the family. and enjoy the vendors. And
Wendy, is there somewhere online that people can go and find out all the events that's going on? Because there's a
yeah, you know,
a lot of things.
Yeah, we do have a lot, and I just booked somebody else, so we're steadily plugging in. It is packed with stuff. I'm gonna put it online on our Facebook, the African American Cultural Awareness Facebook page, in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks so much.
That's the SACA
Wendy.
website then on Facebook, and we start Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
This coming Friday.
This Facebook, it's the Society for African American Cultural Awareness Facebook page, and we'll be updating throughout the next few days.
Wendy, so good to see you and
Yes,
this
it is.
special group
Thanks
that's
so
coming
much.
up out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Thank you for having us.
We are going to the main stage, and we welcome out of Memphis. This is Coffee Black.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Long time
I don't like it.
Okay.
What?
Ready or not, they got me feeling types of ways up in this mix. No sugar, no cream, my brother. Keep it black up in this mix. Bobbing, weaving with my clan. I'm Iron Mike with the fist, eternal flame in my soul. I'm forever staying lit, but you know we high, Slim. Sit down, chill with none understand me. Know I'm here, Slim. Spreading purpose to the family. Know what's real, Slim. Don't lose your light messing with mine. Just keep it real, Slim. Yahweh on the other side. Driving with my babies, man, I need some pampers. Trying to hurry through that yellow light. Yes, I missed the camera late. Picking up my Nigerian queen. Swerving through the traffic, praying through the traffic. Happy as a mom, one moment. Hoping that I manage. Wifey making waves all over the planet. Understand it. That's why when she landed, she gon' see her princess and her king. Boy, yes, I'm sounding like a savage. This how God and how he planned it. Thankful to my Savior. Bless me with a family.
We've been on this long narrow road. We've been won't endure to the morn. We gon' make it over anyhow. We gon' make it. 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 We gon' make it anyhow.
When this life is over, I'll fly away.
Whoa. Whoa. I just feel like I just stepped on Mount Rushmore, yeah. I just think the blessings got much more, yeah. Plus I think the Bible said I'm supposed to store up inheritance for my children's children. Thank the Lord. Yeah, that's bread on bread. Yeah, that's stacks on stacks. I just went fishing for men. Yeah, that's snacks on snacks. And I got plenty of them. They want sending of them. They trying to send a boy up out of way. Yeah, that's sinners for him. Period on that. Punctuation strong. Yeah, they got question marks. We explain the word. Yeah, they want me off. But Jesus got me on. The family basket. We got plenty of art. Yeah, that's black faces in this. Yeah, this black praises in this. Yeah, going straight to the maker of the J. Yeah, I ain't talking.
Here at the Emergency Operations Center, we rely on E+ broadband fiber network to better serve Madison County. With high-speed internet, we track storms and natural disasters in real time. Also, fiber internet gives us the speed to host training classes preparing responders from all over the county and state. The phone system allows us flexibility to stay in contact and make conference calls with both in and out of the office with local, state, and federal agencies. Connectivity is an important part of emergency management.
Want to receive account information via text? When you enroll in JA Alerts, you can. Text to get a bill balance, due date, set a payment extension, receive an outage notification, reply to report an electric outage. Text JOIN, J-O-I-N, text JOIN to 53248, 53248. Cell phone number must be current and attached to your JA account. Visit jaxenergy.com/textalerts for more information.
With E Plus broadband and Watch TV everywhere, you can now take your TV on the go. Just visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to sign up. Then you're all set to catch your favorite shows, movies, and sports wherever and whenever you want on any internet-connected device. Choose from our growing selection of networks from your cable package at no extra charge. Visit WatchTVEverywhere.com to learn more. It's easy to sign up for E Plus Broadband's TV Everywhere.
Welcome back to Six. Welcome back to Six in the City. We are talking to a couple of special folks. Christy Futrell is with us. So you know when she's here, we either walk in or we're doing something for the Heart Association. We are, right?
We're doing something healthy.
And Carly Lyons is with us, and she is Director of Regional Marketing for the Memphis Grizzlies. So we're going to find out how these two events are connected, because I know, Christy, we're going to start September the 11th, 7:30 or so at Union University. And we're getting ready for the Heart Walk.
Yes, sir. Please come just yourself as an individual, or bring your family, or start a team. You can go to westtnheartwalk.org today, tomorrow, next week, whenever, and still register for the West Tennessee Heart Walk and Red Dress Dash. We do have a timed portion, the Red Dress Dash, for those that like something more competitive. And then we have the non-competitive walk. So Steve, you can be a part of that if you'd like.
All right. So we're getting ready to go. Well, now, what is this time with the Memphis Grizzlies?
Yeah, so the Memphis Grizzlies, we are doing our regional caravan. It actually tipped off last weekend in Jackson, Mississippi. And on Saturday, the 11th, we will be in Jackson, Tennessee.
Jackson, okay.
Yep, and we're going to join forces with Christy and the American Heart Association. We'll have our mascot Grizz and our Grizz girls and other entertainment team members out at the start of the race, cheering people on. We'll have giveaways and other special prizes, and you can register to win a trip to Memphis, a weekend trip once the season starts. So we really just want to kind of get out in front of the Jackson, Tennessee community and let them know that we want them to be Grizzlies fans and make that short drive to Memphis and see Grizzlies games when the season starts.
Well, terrific.
Awesome.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Is this the first time for the Grizzlies caravan to come to Jackson?
It is not. We do it annually. We did take a hiatus last year.
Somewhere, okay.
But we typically partner with the Jackson Generals during their baseball season. You know, they have not been playing this year. So we, found another community event that we could participate in.
This is a good one.
Yeah, and then we also do a free youth clinic. We'll be at Liberty Tech Magnet High School a little bit later on Saturday, hosting a free youth clinic. So for fans who are interested in that opportunity for their kids, can go to grizzlies.com for more information on that.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, Christy, this sounds like a boost. I know Fuller has gotten y'all in with the Roadrunners.
Absolutely. We invite, if you're a road runner, great. If you're not, that's fine too. If you want to just walk or just take a one loop stroll, we've got a little something for everyone. And we are so excited about this day. We're going to make it safe. We're asking, people to socially distance, wear a mask if you can. Out there, whether vaccinated or not, but just think of others. And we've got plenty of room there on the campus of Union University to do that.
Now, Christy, this is the first year that the Red Dress Dash has become a race in the West Tennessee Racing Series. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely. Wow. And we are so excited to be a part of that. I've ran with a lot of these wonderful road runners. They're just the best people and such a determined spirit. And we just can't wait to have them out at the event.
Awesome. So anybody who is a road runner or part of the West Tennessee Racing Series can get racing points for the race.
Now, Fuller, are you telling me you're going to wear a red dress during this dash? Is that true?
I didn't say that. I'm trying to think if I have a red dress. If I do, it's probably too fancy to be running in.
I'm just trying to get my visual here.
It's not mandatory.
It's not mandatory. Okay.
The question is, are you going to wear the red dress?
It's always the question. Okay. Always.
I set that up. I'm sorry. I should never mention that.
That's where you have to red
just a reminder of how important this work is with the Heart Association, if you will.
Absolutely. You know what? I don't know if there's ever been a time in our lifetime that it's been more important because of COVID-19 to support the American Heart Association and Stroke Association. There's never been a time to have a better time, to have good heart health and good brain health. We're seeing people go into the hospital and come out after fighting COVID that's never had heart disease or any kind of problems before, or stroke or anything, but now they are.
Wow.
So this is wreaking a havoc, on our system. And so this is the time to fight. If there ever was a time, now is the time, and we need more research than ever.
Okay. All right, great. Well, we look forward to it. September the 11th, 7:30 to 8:15, the prelims, get ready to go at Union University. And Carly, really excited to have the Grizzlies as a part of this event. I think it's a good tie-in. I hope it'll continue.
I do as well. We're very excited.
Yeah,
So
great.
Christy, is this all going to be taking place around the bell tower area?
It is the bell tower, between the bell tower and maybe even a little more this year in front of the Grant Center.
The Grand Center, okay, excellent.
All right.
We'll see you both there. Thanks a lot, ladies.
Thanks so much,
Appreciate it very
guys.
much. Good luck with this. September the 11th for the Heart Walk.
That's right.
We are going back to the main stage. And once again, out of Memphis, Tennessee, this is Coffee Black.
Here we go. If anybody asks me, y'all, saying who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. Tell them I'm a child of God. If anybody asks me, y'all, saying who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. Tell them I'm a child of God. Yeah, they ask me who I am like they don't know. They don't know. I take them on a ride like a rodeo. I live my life so clear, man, that's for sure. That's for sure. Just know that I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. The world drives me insane. I don't live for the fame. I'm trying to live in it plain. Yeah, that's for sure. I live for the king, staying true to the game. Though it's hard to maintain, yeah, I call that growth. These are my bars. I go home and come hard. The vibe's stronger with the squad. Though life seems odd, this is not a facade. This is who we are. Give praise to y'all, cause I'm a child of God. If anybody asks me, y'all, saying who I am, tell the boys, tell them I'm a child of God. Tell them I'm a child of God. If anybody asks me, y'all, saying who I am, God, tell them I'm a child of God. Tell them I'm a child of God. They want to know who I'm supposed to be. They want to know what it's supposed to be when they see a black man in the streets with two sons on his side. I tell them that I'm alive. I tell them I'm a child of God. I got my hand on the mic in one way. They tell me to stop. I can't cause I pray. I got that everlasting kind of bunny, fantastic, elastic, child of God action. If anybody asks me who I am, yeah, I tell them I'm a child of God. Tell them I'm a child of God. Yeah. If anybody asks me, y'all, saying who I am, tell them I'm a child of God. Tell them I'm a child of God. We gonna do it like this. Tell them you ain't my daddy. My daddy. Yeah. Trying to tell me who I can and who I can't be. You ain't my daddy. My daddy. Trying to tell me who I can and who I can't be. Yeah, you ain't my daddy. My daddy. Who are you? Trying to tell me who I can and who I can't be. You ain't my daddy. My daddy. Trying to tell me who I can and who I can't be. If anybody asks you who I am, sing it. Say who I am. Who I am. If anybody asks you who I am, tell them I'm a child of. Tell them I'm a child of. Tell them I'm a child of. Tell them I'm a child, y'all, yeah. Tell them I'm a child. Tell them I'm a child. Tell them I'm a child of God. Yeah, say I'm a child of God.
Child of God.
Yeah, that's right. Woo! Yeah, okay, take 11. This is officially the end of On the Spot, season 1. And we want to celebrate with you all the weekend of June 30th. We are having a concert, a celebration. I don't know, man. This is going to be a vibe. So y'all got to come through. Details.
We are in an opioid crisis. More and more of our neighbors are dying from opioid overdoses. More than 1,300 Tennesseans in 2018 alone. You have the power to reverse this deadly trend. Because of the COVID-19 outbreak, Jackson Madison Prevention Coalition is now offering free Narcan training online and by phone. Narcan reversal kits are available. Contact Mark Mason at 731-694-0741. That's 731-694-0741. Don't let your loved one become a statistic.
For the most reliable drinking water supply at the highest quality, reach for the tap. Our tap water is safe and continues to exceed all government requirements. For more information about our drinking water, visit www.jaxenergy.com/JEACCR.
Move over. It's the law. When approaching work vehicles or crews, move over to create a safety zone. It protects utility workers, law enforcement, firefighters, and emergency personnel. It's not an option. Slow down. It could save a life. Stay safe. Move over.
Hi, I'm Kedrick Perkins, PGA General Manager at Jackson Country Club. Jackson Country Club's amenities are true Southern hospitality. Championship golf course, fine dining, 6 tennis courts, Junior Olympic pool and fitness. We pride ourselves in giving our members the best. Choosing JEA was a logical choice so that we could tie in our phone, internet, and cable solutions so that we can advance our next segment of technology.
Well, every once in a while, you're reminded of who counts in the world. Memphis Grizzlies come on the show. They get one segment with the Heart Association. Mike
That's
Keith
right.
comes on the show. He gets 3 segments.
3.
He gets half the show.
That's right. It is all about it.
Mike Keith, how you doing?
I'm a Grizzlies fan.
Yeah,
I know
and
who
we all
John
are.
Moran is.
Yeah, we all are. Oh, I'm sure we're going to get an application for equal time next year. And so,
Hey, listen, they're doing a great job down
oh, they
there.
are they? Yeah.
I've been to multiple games, and it is, if you have not been to see the Grizzlies play in Memphis, you are missing out. It's so
It's a great thing.
It's definitely
Our professional
entertaining.
sports situation is so good now with the Predators and everything else. I mean, and we've got the soccer league coming in and all this stuff going on. Going to
The
get
soccer
baseball
team's
up there,
doing
Mike.
really
We're going to get baseball. You think in Nashville?
about that before. I think that's a little more complicated.
Complicated. Yeah.
What everybody makes it on the surface. It's funny. We were in Tampa week before last, and we went to a Rays game.
Okay.
And a friend of mine works for the Rays, and this person was asking me very specifically about the possibility of the Rays moving to Nashville. What we're hearing, I'm like, you work for the Rays. So, I don't know. I think Nashville's always going to be mentioned.
Okay.
Because Nashville has shown it can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I'm trying to get my home city to build me a stadium or something, I think I'm certainly going to leak Nashville's name because people will say, well, that would make sense.
That would make sense. Yeah. Maybe get your publicity out there.
That's
Of course,
right.
got a great AAA setting and team. And so, yeah, really do. Well, Mike, let's talk some football. I was stunned. I asked you if it was true. We got the word today that Cam Newton has been cut by the New England Patriots. And so it's like, wow.
That's because your guy, Mac Jones from Alabama, got it.
Well, yeah, I was
Mac
going to give that
Jones
another
is
side.
a-
Yeah, I was gonna, but that is a surprise, right? Or was it?
I think it's a surprise on the outside. It's not a surprise that Bill Belichick would go ahead and pull the trigger early.
Okay.
Bill Belichick comes from the same school that the late Bill Walsh did with the 49ers. He would pull the trigger early rather than late.
Like, okay.
And I think, is this the best thing for the New England Patriots for the first part of September? Maybe not. But is it going to be the best thing for them in October, November, December? Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Mac Jones is a talented guy who was ready to be the starter. And if they were close, you were going to make this decision.
Okay. Wow.
Belichick is famous for making tough decisions, and that's what he did here.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, it's a stunning thing. Cam Newton is not a part of the New England Patriots, and so here we go with this. Of course, last year the discussion still continues. Belichick loses his quarterback, who goes and wins the Super Bowl, and Belichick goes 6-10. And so, who's been doing what all these years?
Well, he had a lot of things go wrong. I mean, he had a lot of injuries. He had a team that was not as good. And this is what we saw when we went up there to play them in the playoffs in 2019. I'll never forget preparing for the broadcast. And I'm getting ready and I'm thinking, we're better than the Patriots. They, because Gronkowski doesn't play there anymore at tight end.
Right.
Wide receivers really aren't that good.
Okay.
So Brady, I think, wanted out because I think he wanted somewhere to go and play with better players.
Okay. Interesting.
By Brady leaving and Gronkowski's departure and some of these other departures, Belichick is rebuilding it now. He had gotten to the point that there was only so much he could do because his hands were tied by the salary cap, and he's continuing to rebuild it. They'll be better this year. They'll be back in the playoff hunt.
Wow. Interesting stuff.
Wow.
Mike Keith of the Tennessee Titans with us. And anybody changing today with the Titans that we need to know about?
I don't think it's anything big today. You know, part of our issue right now is we have multiple guys on the COVID-19 list. Those players don't count against the numbers in terms of what you have to, which is 53. You have to be down to 53. Well, those players don't count against the 53. So most of the players who were cut in the initial wave here are not going to be any big surprises. What will be interesting will be what they do when these players are ready to come back off of the COVID list, and then they have to cut somebody to make a spot for them. So our week will remain interesting.
I was going to ask that question. How does that work when they come off the COVID list? But
Then you've got to make the decision, but it buys you another day or two.
That's true.
Interesting stuff.
And that's going to be, you know, John Robinson certainly doesn't like having people on the COVID list, but he will find a way to be as careful as he can and maybe to hold on to some people. And then by the time that these guys become available, he might be able to get them back through to the practice squad because other teams don't have room due to the fact that they've gone ahead and made all their moves.
We're talking football today with Mike Keith. You're going to talk football in Tennessee. He's the man to talk to. He's the voice of the Tennessee Titans. And we'll be back with more as we continue this Six in the City.
The SOAR Award, System Operational Achievement Recognition, presented by the American Public Gas Association, recognizes forward-thinking natural gas utilities that continually improve operation capabilities, adapt to challenges, and the changing demands of safe, reliable natural gas distribution. In 2019, the APGA Gold SOAR Award was presented to the Natural Gas Division of JEA. System integrity, forward-thinking innovation, all a real part of JEA today.
At Southern Family Dentistry, we offer dental treatment for your entire family. We have the latest 3D digital x-ray system. We offer implants, veneers, teeth whitening, and all the other normal services you receive at the dental office. We have 2 offices, one in Milan and one in Jackson, and E+ broadband telephone services allows us to connect both of those offices. It doesn't matter which office the patient calls, we have the ability to speak to that patient at either location.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Our special guest is Mike Keith, the voice of the Tennessee Titans. My show colleague has decided that the way to do these shows is to prepare for them. So I'm going to ask Fuller, how many players do the Titans have on COVID right now?
I think it's 11. I said, I think.
You had us with 9, but it may be 11.
Well, you better double check. I think Fuller's probably got the latest information.
Fuller's probably got the latest.
Well, she's been preparing for these shows now.
Well, you know.
So when you come back off that protocol and that transition, they have not been. I learned this from my colleague. They have not been working out or whatever. So what is the process then to come back?
They've got
and I guess the team has to decide if they're coming back right now.
Or are they coming back? You know.
They would come back off the COVID list, certainly. Right. Okay. And you would, based on, certainly Ryan Tannehill, our starting quarterback, will be back to being our starting. Right. Okay. Not everybody who's on the COVID list is a starter, and not everybody who was on the COVID list is somebody who was automatically going to make the 53. So I guess to answer your question best, Steve, it differs with all players, but to come back, You've got to be able to put together 2 negative tests if you're vaccinated, back days of negative tests, or you're out 10 days from the time that you test positive. The nice thing about being vaccinated at this point is the close contact rule does not apply. So
Okay.
if you are vaccinated and you are a close contact, that does not mean that you have to go into isolation as you did before. If you are not vaccinated, you have to go into isolation for 5 days. You have to be away from the team for a minimum of 5 days.
So what's the situation with the quarterback now?
Well, we're waiting on him to get back. You know, he's a guy that's been on the list. And
can he be back for the opener?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, the thing that you don't know at this point, because they don't reveal everything going on due to, you know, confidentiality with everybody's medical situation, is you just hope he's not sick.
Yeah.
He's one of these guys that has been in a situation where he's been positive and the symptoms have been mild, or even better, he's been asymptomatic. That's obviously a hope.
Wow. Interesting thing. Just, you know, I'd hope we're past this. And obviously we're not. No. So we will see. League-wise, what's happening, Mike? Are there other teams that are more dramatically affected by this, or is it fairly consistent?
In most cases, the case level is not very high. You know, with our rate of vaccination in the league being well over 90%, the positivity rate is less than 1% right now. All the tests that had been done for the studies that I saw through the end of last week. So it's done real well. And obviously, if you've been vaccinated, you're much less likely to be COVID positive. There are breakthrough cases. I mean, it certainly does happen because this strain is very contagious, but the league as a whole is doing very well.
Okay. Picked up a Wall Street Journal the other day, and they had an article about the Ole Miss football team. You know, what's Ole Miss do to get in the Wall Street Journal? 100% vaccination rate on that team. Yeah. So that got them in the Wall Street Journal. I thought, okay. So, you know.
Well, and you know, a lot of coaches have been able to convince their players that to have a good season, one of the first ways to assure that we're going to have the best season possible is to be as vaccinated as possible.
Yeah.
But that's been sort of a carrot that they have put out there. Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers was one of the first coaches to walk in and tell his team, say, hey, you know, wherever you are on this, great. But if you're a member of this football team, we feel like it helps this team.
Okay.
Because we're able to be together, we're able to be healthy, we're able to, you know, kind of withstand whatever if we're as vaccinated as possible. And I think that's what Lane Kiffin did at Ole Miss.
And speaking of healthy, how's Vrabel? He's able to come back yet?
Vrabel, I think, is going to be back midweek. He's healthy. He's felt great. He's very grumpy.
I can't be
locked in his garage. You know, he watched Saturday night's game from home.
Oh my.
Okay. And we had him on the post game via Zoom on Titans Radio, and he was phenomenally grumpy. And then on his coach's radio show this week, he was phenomenally grumpy. So
okay,
to get back, he admits
back. All right, we're going to take a break. We come back. A couple of things. We're allowing college football players to be paid, and Mike's been around the sport a long time. I want to get a note on that and a quick preview of the season. It opens on the 12th of September. Arizona Cardinals are coming to Nashville at noon. We'll be right back with more football talk as we continue with Mike Keith, the voice of the Titans, on this Six in the City.
We got Coffee Black.
Yeah, we got Coffee Black coming up to the main stage. We go. That's right. Thanks,
right.
Fuller. Show prep.
We gon' get it bubbling all together. Yeah, just you and me for forever. We just need a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Hey, listen. All we need everything. Hey, listen, no cap. I'm gon' stay bust back, but we toast must stack the go to rush back to the home. See, she on the Beretta, Amarettas on the ice, but they want Amarosas holding posters for the lights. Nah, I done my share of holding signs and picking lines, but now I'm trying to buy up all the land and pass it back to mine. And then tell my neighbor that I love him. He can cop a squat. If you need a pot, he can bubble up and get some sop and soup it in. You know we not stupid. They want me off of the pot, but I told them that the rock got the key in it, so I scooped it. Why rooted? I'm rooted. rooted in the scriptures of Yeshua, so I can Boaz when the tribe's ruthless. Jump in it, all on my own. 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 I jumped straight up in the situation. They told me to stop. I said I just talked to God. He told me go straight to the top. So I went to Tippy and I brought down all the gold for the people low on socks. You know they never had they soul. So we had to bubble up a little bit, cause the city been stuck in the back up in the city. They told me to stay there. I said wait there. You know what, I done talked to Sister Rosa. She said they done do a prayer there. So we gon' have to move up a little for the people that told me to schooled up a little. They told me I've been in school like 3 years and didn't learn like one thing. They told me how to feed my queen, so I had to dip out. Ain't nobody do it but yourself, my dear. You gon' have to put it on the shelf, no fear. The hustle gon' prepare you for the health and wealth. Just do it, trust Yahweh and push through it. Ain't nobody do it but yourself, my own. You gon' have to put it on the shelf, no fear. The hustle gon' prepare you for the health and wealth. Just do it, trust Yahweh and push through it. Jump in it, all on my own. Jump in it, all on my own. Jump in it, all on my own. Jump in it, all on my own.
The family's visit to the forest inspired a beautiful question. Mother, mother, am I a tree? You tell me to stand tall. You tell me to stay rooted. I think I am a tree. My child, of course you are. But what kind of tree will you be? The kind to hug or the kind to climb? Doesn't matter what you choose, so long as you choose to be a tree that's kind.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Tired of internet that leaves you waiting and monitoring your usage with extra fees? Switch to E+ broadband from the Jackson Energy Authority for fiber optic internet with the fastest speeds to keep everyone connected. Enjoy being online as much as you want without worrying about extra fees or data usage limits. Perfect for when you need to download and upload large files, stream videos, or use your favorite video conferencing app. E+ broadband, fastest internet, no data caps, no slowdowns, no worries.
That's my neighbor, Joe. Hey, Joe. Hey, John. Joe's about to make a very big mistake. Hey, Joe, you think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have your underground utilities marked before you start digging?
John, that's just for big projects.
Actually, it's for any digging project. Hey, congratulations, Joe. You found your electric line. Remember, safe digging always begins with a free call to 811. You want to borrow my phone, buddy?
Welcome back to Six in the City. A real pleasure to talk with Mike Keith, the voice of the Titans. Football season's right here. Mike, I did wonder, you followed this game forever, worked at the University of Tennessee, and wondered, we're now allowing commercial endorsements and money to be paid college athletics. So I said, Saban's got a brand new ad campaign. Now my third string quarterback can make $1 million. So come to this school. What does this do to this game? I mean, the money has been there. It is a huge sport. It is a pro game in many ways as far as coaching staffs and salaries, television exposure, and super conferences. What does this do to the game? And I guess it may be too early to tell. I just want.
Yeah, I don't think we quite know yet.
Okay.
I think the best programs are going to figure out how to utilize this to give these opportunities to different players. I'm speaking about football.
Right.
I like it from the fairness standpoint because if there's a great women's basketball player, if there's a great baseball player, if there's a great softball player, they can make money.
Yeah.
They can get an endorsement from their local fast food restaurant or wherever. So I think there's fairness in that. The fairness was never going to come in paying athletes across the board because no university could have ever afforded to do.
Yeah, right.
It was never going to be Yeah, and you can't just pay the football team. You
have to pay everybody. Yeah. Right.
Title IX would have made sure of that. So in this case, people who can generate things based on who they are. If they are somebody that's known via social media, if they're an influencer, then they get that opportunity.
You wonder how far down they will extend, because these spreadsheets and everything else, they're picking up players that are in high school and watching them already.
Right.
It's going to be interesting thing to see what happens, how far it goes. Mike, about this season, we start on the 12th with the Arizona Cardinals. You've been through the preseason. How's it looking for these guys? I
think we got a good team. Excited about what we have been able to do in the preseason, developing our depth, seeing our new players. Kyler Murray won a Heisman Trophy in college, and he's Arizona's quarterback, and he can throw it all over the yard and run all over the place. And then in week 2, we have Russell Wilson, who can throw it all over the place and run all over the place. And so, we've got our work cut out for us the first 2 weeks, playing 2 NFC West teams, but that's what you want. You be in the middle of this thing and you want to say, hey, let's go do it. Let's take on the best and see what we have. And it's a long year, especially with the 17th game, Steve.
Yeah.
Even longer year.
Yeah. The preseason, what you saw in the preseason, anything surprise you pleasantly or whatever with the Titans, or maybe an area of concern that started showing up?
I don't have any big concerns. I still think there are areas where you always need to get better, but I think what's exciting right now is we're faster on defense, and we needed to be faster on defense. We were 28th in the NFL last year in total defense, which was not good enough. And so the fact that we clearly have drafted and signed more speed on defense, that is what has made me most excited about the Titans.
Okay. The general manager of the Titans is from Obion County, Tennessee. It's really interesting. And so we've got a West Tennessee guy up there, and you say he's got West Tennessee common sense. What have you seen as a result? What have you seen as a result of his work, Mike?
We're consistent. We're built for. We have a foundation. He makes hard decisions. He doesn't put off decisions for 2-3 years down the line. He makes hard decisions as he goes. He's not afraid to make a hard decision. And the majority of the time he's right. Sometimes he's not. And when he's not right, he owns that. The fact that he can admit a mistake. What I've said about John Robinson, and is most important, is he's never going to bat 1,000, but his batting average is very high. And that's what you want. I'm a massive fan of him, both personally and professionally. It's an honor to work with him.
Within our division, who's our biggest concern?
I think it's Indianapolis.
Okay.
Because they're so good on defense and they can run the ball. And if Carson Wentz plays good quarterback for them, that's going to make them even tougher. I like Jacksonville better than a lot of people do too, because Trevor Lawrence is the real deal. And I think he will be the real deal pretty quickly at quarterback for the Jaguars.
Wow. Interesting stuff. They had the experience with the experiment with Tebow. I've read some commentators lately that said that Tebow really didn't get a fair shot as quarterback. That there was a kind of a bias against him in the league. I don't know.
Wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
Okay. well, that's why we asked. That's why we asked.
Tebow should have been a tight end all along. Had he started off at the position that he played this year, I think he'd probably still be in the league as a tight end. Tebow got plenty of shots. Listen, if you can do it and you can help a team win, they don't care who you are.
All right, there you go.
Good point.
Mike, always good to talk with you.
Yes, it is. Always good to have you on the show, Mike.
Appreciate your relationship with us all these years at
Thanks.
TV6 and with JA. Thanks a lot, Mike. Mike Keith, the voice of the Titans.
That's right.
We're going to be right back with more as we continue Six in the City.
As the COVID-19 vaccines become available, you might be asking yourself, should I get it? And if I do, will I be able to go about life without putting my family at risk? You've got questions, and that's normal. The fact is, the vaccines are safe and effective. They're going to save lives. To get the latest on the COVID-19 vaccines, visit getvaccineanswers.org, because getting back to the moments we miss starts with getting informed. It's up to you.
Experience something new with View It Video on Demand. Now you can preview and rent movies with your remote. Press the TiVo button to go to the home screen. Select View It on Demand to get started. Browse new movie releases and events. Select what you want to watch, then rent. There's even free stuff. You'll find karaoke songs, fun screensavers for your TV, videos for the kids, and more. Experience more with TiVo and view it video on demand.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now I'm anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
Welcome back to Six in the City. Thanks to all of our guests for being with us. And a reminder, of course, we got Coffee Black coming up out of Memphis, the Street Fest, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's this weekend, so don't forget
this
that.
weekend.
I could have mentioned that, and I failed to do so, that Mike Keith was this year inducted into the Tennessee Radio Hall of Fame. Most deserved. And he gave a great acceptance speech because he tried to acknowledge everybody had worked with him, starting in Knoxville and all these other places. And it was quite appropriate, quite touching. And some guys from West Tennessee, Bill Haney from Ireland, helped develop the High School Sports Network, was inducted in the Hall of Fame. Ron Olson, son of Mr. and Mrs. Olson out of Memphis. So West Tennessee was well represented, but Mike Keith went into the Hall of Fame.
Definitely well deserved. So
yes, absolutely the case. Well, we got football. Speaking of football, we have football coming up here Friday night. Friday Night Live will be at TCA, and Fayette Academy is coming in. That'll be a regional contest, a very important one for both those teams, and we look forward to that. And then what else is happening? Well, we got the
COVID update.
Yes, coming up tomorrow morning with the regional health department and our community leaders. That'll be at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning live here at E+ TV6. And as we noted at the top of the show, the report that came out today, we've had over 470 cases in the last 3 days and 2 more
COVID
deaths.
Get vaccinated.
Yeah, just in Madison County. Hospital says when you look at their numbers, get vaccinated. It just makes a huge difference.
Now, Steve, I know you're anxious, and I know you were going to sign up for the Andrew Jackson Marathon and the half marathon.
It's the big anniversary year, right?
It is a big anniversary year, and our $50 registration ends tonight at 11:59 p.m. So to get the $50.
All right.
Registration, you got to sign up today.
I have to sign up if I can get that early discount.
That's right. And then also too, the Roadrunners are having a Labor Day 5-miler. So if you want to take a 5-mile run out, we'll go out to Lake Graham and then back. So it's just a fun run.
Where do you launch?
I think it launches from Jackson State, maybe. I think.
You run to Lake Graham.
Yeah, run to Lake Graham and back. I think.
And that's called fun. Y'all call that fun?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then JEA's business offices are going to be closed on Monday in observance of the holiday. So
I hope everyone has a wonderful Labor Day. We've been fortunate with this weather break, and so I hope it'll be good weather through the week.
Yes, me too.
All right, yeah, absolutely. Fuller, it's good to see you.
Good
Appreciate
to see
everybody
you.
being with us. Good Lord willing, we'll see you next week for another Six in the City. And what we got Coffee Black.
Coffee Black is going to take us out.
This show.
9 minutes a lot. I've been thinking about the way the autopsy would look. His mama crying down from heaven, her daddy is shaking. And emanations of the anguish fell through the patience. He who without sin should cast the first stone. Praying every sun-kissed child can make it home. And I ain't got no answers, but I know I got a long list of names with a long list of pain that a song can't contain. Nah, I just see my sons and they ain't. Yeah, I just want to bond for the pain. Yeah, see them with a soul when they came. Yeah, praying through the songs with the saints. Yeah, and they gon' talk about the black on black like we ain't aware, like it wasn't a march last week to make it clear, but you wouldn't know that, homie, because you wasn't there. Yeah, all up in the Kool-Aid, don't even know they flavor. I just wonder who laid foundation for the favor of God on the life of my boys. Now say a prayer, and if you praying with me, put your hands in the air like peanut butter, brown, black boy. Since she came around, it's been a whole lot of joy, yeah. Peanut butter, brown, black boys. Every day, I just pray you get to see her some more, yeah, yeah. I just wanna see her make it home, yeah. I just wanna see her make it home, yeah. I just wanna see him be everything he made to be. I just wanna see him in his own, yeah. I just wanna see her make it home, yeah. I just wanna see her make it home, yeah, yeah. I've I've been thinking about the time when I was raising my sons. One in both arm, both raised to the sun. Sun kissed like Mufasa did with Simba. I remember the sweet memories of December, holding you close and praying that I could make a way for society to see you how I see you when I pray. Not a nigga or a criminal. Remember how we would play cops and robber, but now they triggering. That's crazy. Wild West babies, raised in the days when survival is a maybe. For the young black males, pray we pass their generations and get away, because I just want to see